Hello. I can't really hear you. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
you can't
Oh,
hear.
there. Now I can hear you as soon as you got closer to the screen.
Okay. Maybe I'll just.
Oh, wait. Now I can hear you, though.
Okay. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. I'm like, why
Yeah.
not make it even better, more here?
Yeah.
How about again?
Perfect. So we decided to record this because I guess we're gonna go into what it's like to integrate apart. And today's Kwonyin surrendering while I facilitate. And what is it that you want to talk a little bit about, what you want to process today that you became aware of?
Yeah, it's been a
Okay.
recurrent thing, and it's probably very old. And it's this energy that I encounter in my life. It's this energy of. It's actually like child energy.
Mm,
Child energy of just in a state of being really like not perceiving others, but just kind of really in its own world
yeah.
and just sharing.
Yeah.
And in this relationship where I'm a observer or just in the space or just receiving this energy, it feels
Yeah.
like this one directional thing where it's just I'm feeling unseen.
Mm. Can I ask how you came to this awareness? Like, how did you catch, like, this is, I don't know, like, what is it that you want to, like, what did you notice basically that was kind of off for you?
Yeah. And then me putting up a wall to this energy. Like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
something about a certain level of energy that feels so effusive. It feels so
Got it.
like, I don't even want to, is it,
Overpowering yours.
yeah, maybe it's not that it's like high and low or whatever, but it's just over, almost, it feels overpowering. And it
Okay.
needs my attention to sustain itself almost.
Uh-huh.
So in the way that a child is with like, look at what I did, look at me. It's kind of
Got
like,
it.
look at me energy,
Yeah.
wanting attention. Oh my God, it's like attention wanting and like and being and the attention is demanded of me to give it because it's just so into itself.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I see why so it's bothering you. Like,
Yeah.
is this something that you've like witnessed occur in your presence or in your reality all the time?
Mhm. Yeah. Or when it happens.
Oh,
Yeah. Wherever it happens.
yeah.
And then
Got it.
um I don't like that it makes me feel like a bad person for
Wait, yeah.
I don't like that now if I feel impatient or just kind of like bored or like too overwhelmed with like
Mhm.
everything I have to receive about this energy, then
Yeah.
I like feel like I have to suppress my annoyance because if I act annoyed, then that makes me a
Uh-huh.
bad person. Because a good person is someone
Oh,
who just takes it
oh, okay, okay.
and
So
is just
you're,
boundlessly,
yeah.
you know, like the
So you're
way
kind of
a
forced.
parent should be to a child, like you
Yeah.
should be interested all the time. But then there's a part of me that's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not fucking interested. And like, why
Yeah.
are you just like talking at me whether or not like I'm even alive?
Yeah.
you know?
So totally. So then you're
Oh my God,
forced
I feel
to.
like such a bitch. But yeah,
No, 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 trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah, it's the bitchy
Um,
part, like it's
yeah,
like why do I care? Why do you think
yeah,
why do you think I would care about this information about you that you're just like
right.
keeping on to me?
Yeah, yeah.
So it feels like
Uh,
no awareness of me, but that's the child, right? Like you're not thinking about who you're not like look feeling into your audience, or I don't know, maybe you're I don't know, but you're like you're
yeah,
just kind of like, yeah, like
yeah,
that's interesting to me. And I feel like that's so innocent and pure. And that's obviously something that's been like taken away from me because that's annoying to me.
yeah.
My adult self.
So, so you're recognizing, if I understood you correctly, um, you're recognizing that you don't want to like hold space, but like it kind of is no option. You have to hold
Mhm.
space. So you're triggered because you're recognizing that you want to, but you know you have to. Did I
Yeah.
get it
Not,
right
uh-huh. I don't want to
overall?
all the way. Yeah. So there's parts of me
Yeah,
that are entertained,
yeah,
like, and then
yeah,
there's this other part that's like eye rolling and really uncomfortable.
yeah.
It feels trapped. It's actually like feels trapped. Like, oh, okay.
Mm, okay. So um, I'm assuming that um you have more of the trigger energy, right? Of like not liking that you have to like force yourself to be there. Like you don't want to, but you know you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Like, do you see that negative energy within you more dominantly? Like, do you feel that more, or are you more curious to find out like um I don't know, like which part, like what do you want to, which avenue, I guess, do you want to explore this in? Like, because we can also take um like, because it seems like there's a part that thinks it's good, you should, this is the right thing to do. Or do you want to go and explore, no, I don't want to? Like, which do you feel more
Mhm.
of like investigating and exploring?
I guess it's the no, I don't want to.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to like just dive right in into parts work, or would you like to just kind of talk about it and gradually get into that space?
Okay, so let's see. Maybe just
If
how
you
can we
feel
parse
it already
this part? Yeah, it kind of feels already active in a
it's
way.
out. Okay,
Um,
okay.
so what is this? The part of me that doesn't want to,
Like feels like you have to do something you don't want to do, right?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Like this forced energy of like, I don't want to, but you're making me. Or
Like just
is it that
because
kind of
you like
energy?
me and you like how you feel around me
Uh-huh.
and you like expressing yourself to me
Uh-huh.
doesn't mean I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it with you. But feeling like
Oh,
if I express that I'm not enjoying this
yeah.
because I'm triggered by how much you're expressing yourself, but
Mhm.
I feel like I can't because you're taking up all this space and
I
you don't
see.
know how to, you're not attuned to me. So you don't know how to, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
expect you to.
Yeah. So
So it's like, maybe it's just the part that feels,
yeah, like I should do it. I should.
I
Like
should.
logically knowing that no, I don't want to. It feels like it knows it, but it keeps saying, no, 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 we should. We
Especially
have to.
going to, yeah, the part that's, oh,
Yeah.
you should stay.
yeah, like you should like hold space for her. You should act like you're interested. You should participate.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though you don't want to, you should.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to take that part on?
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. Ooh,
And
excited.
so I, Kwonyin, fully become the part of me that is telling the rest of Kwonyin, like, you should do this.
Mhm. And participate even if you don't want to.
Yeah. You should be nice, or you should, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. The should.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Take your time. And whenever you're ready to answer, mm, what are you feeling right now?
Okay. It feels like, oh, okay. It feels like I kind of have this like corset on, and I'm kind of like, ooh,
Mhm.
like I'm like, ooh,
Oh, okay.
like something's like kind of
Tighten.
tightening, pinching, but it also feels like structure in a way to say like,
Oh,
it almost seems like it's kind of squeezing me to disconnect me from my lower
mhm.
body where I'm just feeling things, and wants me to bring more, like to just be more like up here
I see.
and kind of like, it's nice.
Mm,
Oh, yeah. If you're just kind of like in the more like above, maybe more like mental,
yeah.
it's nice to just be easygoing and likable and like things easily and just
Mhm.
smooth
So it
things
seems,
around.
yeah. So it seems like that's really important to you
Mhm.
to be in that state. Can I ask you why that's so important to you? And you can take all the time you need to feel this out.
Feels like it's better to have something than nothing.
Can you help me understand what that means?
Okay, so the something is having some kind of dialogue or interaction,
Mhm.
even if you're not totally being seen, it's still just something,
Mm,
and it's not all the way painful. There's good things about it too. And so, why wreck everything, and
mm,
why wreck everything with like by revealing an ugly thing you feel about it, which is just one part of
oh,
a lot of things. And all the
yeah,
other things are like, okay, so why can't you just, it feels to me like you're being too like picky,
mm,
just be more general. Don't
yeah,
be so looking in the corners, looking for things to clean in the corners.
yeah,
Like, look at the space generally. Don't you're just, I feel like I'm being the better person by seeing more the general view, and
yeah,
just like just stop fussing with the thing in the corner. Just,
Yeah,
just be more general.
got it. So kind of like, don't cause drama. Everyone is
Cause
fine.
drama
So
about that
don't,
one little thing.
yeah, yeah. Like if everyone can do it, you can do it too. Just blend in.
Mhm.
How does that benefit you to like not cause a stir? It seems like,
Oh,
um,
well, just in the way that I want, my preference is to be considerate of like the larger general thing. I feel
mhm.
like I also like seeing myself as someone who's magnanimous, and I'm also just so generous and big with like I don't fuss about little, you
Oh,
know.
so
So
it's really
I like being
important for
humble.
you.
Yeah, it's important. It's part of my significance that I'm not like the I feel like that's not my vibe to like pick at things. I'm just like, I just want to be like, oh,
Yeah,
see? I am such a
I
generous,
see.
generous person. That's good
So
to me. That's
very,
what's good.
yeah. So having like a stingy energy where it's just
Yeah. Just
like
why is that
very
not
tight.
about that? Yeah. Like I don't like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'm
You
too
have,
like cool and big for that.
yeah. So for you, it's being good and positive if you're like an energy that's very expansive
Hmm.
and like understanding and wide and
Oh yeah. I love that about myself. That's
oh,
so great.
okay.
Expensive. It's a really great quality that I,
So can you describe to me all the benefits you receive from being that?
I don't know. I feel like I'm seen as someone great.
Ah,
Mhm. Yeah.
what is it like to feel great for you?
It just feels like also expansive. Like, see, that's what I think about myself, and that's how people see me. I'm so great.
Mm. So I'm wondering, what would it be like for you if you didn't get that feeling? Then how would you feel?
Mm. If I didn't
Like
get
what,
that feeling,
yeah, so like what would it mean to you if you didn't feel so expansive and great? What would that mean for you?
oh, okay. Oh, no, that's something bad.
Mhm.
Okay, that's something bad.
Okay,
Okay.
like,
Okay, like,
okay.
hmm, yeah. Well, the opposite is, I mean, yeah,
It's okay if it's like foggy or you can't
I
see
guess
it.
it makes me angry because this feels like this is my natural positive place. So
Oh,
if I'm not in this state, that means something's wrong.
oh. So it's kind of like you don't want to be disturbed in
Yeah,
this space of greatness.
yeah, and spaciousness. Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I don't want to be disturbed at this place. Yeah.
Okay. So then to make sure you don't get disturbed,
Yeah.
what is life like for you to make sure you don't get disturbed?
Uh,
How do you go about making sure of that for you?
oh my God, I just try to like not let things bother me.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So basically ignore it. Is that one of the ways?
Well, I didn't like that you said ignore it because that sounds negative,
Oh,
but
oh,
because that
so
sounds that doesn't feel very expansive. But yeah, it is in a way ignoring it. Like I'm like, no, no, just
it's not important.
yeah,
Oh, okay. So it's more that it's not important energy.
uh-huh,
Okay.
not
And
important.
that,
Yeah, that's
and
my
for
way to
you,
ignore it. That's my way to ignore it.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, just keep letting it be a little dust particle that's
Yeah,
inconsequential in my reality.
got it. Is so in your environment of you living this way, are you surrounded, like in your environment, is this supported? Like, how do you get to live this lifestyle?
Mm, I feel like I worked hard for this.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
So, in your experience, what did you have to do to get to this space?
Well, I had to say a lot of get out.
Oh,
Yeah,
so then you're surrounded by people who bothered you a lot, then I assume.
yeah,
Is
uh-huh.
that true?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Like I had to, whatever the cramped situation was, but I was the one that was just like,
Mm.
ugh. Like I'm like, you know,
Oh,
cramped
okay.
spaces, cramped relationships, cramped, you know, circumstances, whatever it was. I'm the one that was like, no, like I need space, expansiveness.
Got it. So it seems like you had no problem voicing it out.
Yeah, like I just, um, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm just writing this down.
Yeah.
Um, so it seems like you were bothered a lot then,
Yeah.
where that was kind of like your boundary to say, look, you crossed my boundary, like you need to like back off.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Whether that was spoken directly or just through my action or through like what I was saying to myself about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So, but I guess I'm sensing there's like a vulnerability though with like,
You just
yeah,
you just kind of want to like stay in this space of like just, I guess, quietness to see if that will kind of come out.
yeah.
If it doesn't, let me know.
Okay, some kind of like, I just really like open, clear space.
Mm.
And there's some kind of sadness with like why I keep having to do work again to like with things just
Maintain that.
getting messed up, like chaos or some kind of like energy that comes to like mess it up. And I have,
Mm.
I just like really like my quiet, clear, open space.
I see. Oh, I see.
Bothers
So it
me
seems,
when there's like disturbances coming,
yeah.
you know, I have to do
So it
extra.
seems like you're in your room and the door is closed, and that's clearly a sign of like, hey, I'm in my room, I don't want the services because my door is closed. But people don't recognize that, and they don't even like respect that. They just kind of barge in whenever they want, or like
or
if they
not
need
to
something
get my
from
attention,
you.
or like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, oh my God, so much anger and frustration.
Do you want to tap into that to see what it would like to say, to be bothered?
Just like, I'm just like feeling how I need quiet. Why can't you respect my need for like sacred silence?
Mm. Wow.
Like I'm in sacred silence because I need to hear myself, but you're not letting me hear myself when you just keep intruding and
Mm.
wanting me to hear you without like understanding if that's what I even want to, without
Yeah.
my consent. You just assume, like, stop it. Like, I need my sacred silence to hear myself.
Mm.
I think I'm just really angry that to hear myself because no one else heard me. I'm trying to do that for myself because this is where I feel so like malnourished.
Mm. I agree. Like it feels like you were burned in feeling this emotion so much that you can't take it anymore. Like it's already boiling inside of you. That is so when it comes disturbing you, even like, I don't know, it's like you're already at a boiling state
Yeah.
and you can't take it anymore. And the moment that someone comes needing something from you, yeah,
It just feels like I can't get enough of me, of myself for me, because I didn't have it enough. So right now
yeah,
I'm trying to gain that back, and there's like, no, I have no room.
yeah,
You have to be here for me, like to listen to me all the way.
yeah. And nobody sees that.
Mhm. And unless you have the capacity to see me and hear me to that degree that I'm
Mhm.
trying to for myself, then yes. But if not, then you're just a taker of me without my consent.
So, in your
You're taking me
perspective,
away from me then.
yeah, like these people or um like are not being considerate of you or being more mindful of where you're at.
Yeah.
And your way to kind of make sure they don't keep doing that is to be overpowering and telling them, no, get out as a kid.
Mhm. Or that's what was suppressed
Oh,
to
because
see.
I thought
Oh, yeah.
um you like as a kid you basically said like push them away basically.
Mhm. Yeah.
But then
Or like I hid myself
yeah, yeah.
too. Like I left, I went away from them.
So are you saying that like when you were younger you were able to say that but somehow you were trained that like that's not okay to be? like that's considered bad. So is that how you ended up like being there for them whenever they needed you?
Mhm.
Because it seemed like from the beginning, or yeah, like from the beginning, you basically had to do that to get to the state that you're at, to this great expansive space.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
when I said, how did you get to that great expansive space? You said you had to work hard for it.
Mhm. Mhm. Right.
And then how you worked hard for it was to push everyone away, say,
Yeah.
no, you can't come.
Push everyone away. Yeah.
And so in that state, you had to have the energy of a very overpowering energy of like, no, you're not going to make me do what you want me to do. I don't want to do it. But it seems like along the way, it kind of shifted.
Yeah. I wonder why I'm
Like,
feeling sad.
hmm?
Feel sad about
You
myself.
feel, oh,
Feels like sadness about hmm,
take your time. You can just stay with the sadness to see if it'll open up to you too. Do you feel the sadness?
it's kind of just like, God, like, why? Um, it's like I'm trying to, it feels so sad just to not be understood again. I keep finding myself in
Mm,
situations where it's like my anger that I've not been understood.
yeah,
Yeah. Like my need for peace, just my need for quiet and like being listened to or like listening to myself.
I see.
It's like that's my most important need. And it's like it's not getting met in this way through this
Yeah,
interaction. And so like it just feels sad that this interaction is even taking place to remind me about how that it still hurts in there. My need, my lack of being heard.
I see.
Like,
So it seems like you're recognizing that the relationship is one-sided.
yeah.
Like you have to be there for them, but it like they're not
Mhm,
seeing you.
mhm. Yeah. So, ooh, okay. So that is the pain. I'm just gonna like
Mhm.
to it. It's like in my solar plexus, and I just see like something is like spinning in there.
Mm. How does it make you feel to feel that right now?
It's like kind of making me dizzy
Mm.
inside. like spinning.
Are you okay with that or not?
Feels okay. It's like yeah, just to put my focus into like just feels like spinning suckiness in that area. Like
Yeah.
there's nowhere to go. Like somehow it feels like it's not when you're just not being heard and there's no way for it to, and it's just pain all around. Because if you say that, then it's gonna give them pain, and then you're gonna feel their pain. And then, but if you don't say it, then I'm just trapped here, like having to
Mhm.
feel unheard in this dynamic. And so it's just being trapped in pain.
Wow. Just feels like a cycle that just keeps happening.
Yeah.
Like you're just in it all the time.
I'm just hearing the words like there's no way out.
Mm. So you are wanting to get out then, but there is no way out. Is that how you feel?
Yeah. Except just to be trapped here.
And you being trapped there is from, do you know what?
Um, it's almost like because there's pain around everywhere, no matter which action I take.
Mhm.
And so it's like I'm just kind of fucked whichever way anywhere I go. So that's why I'm trapped, because I'm trying to avoid more pain
Oh,
if I do anything.
if I understood you correctly, are you trying to say that you're trying to look for many ways to find a path that is a want to, but
Yeah.
every path you look, it's a have to?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm. Was it like to notice that every choice that you have right now is a have to? Like there is no want to.
Feels like so bad. There's no one to.
Who's kind of creating? Oh, go ahead. Did you have an aha moment?
Yeah, like something about because everything, any action I take, I'm afraid to look like a bad person.
Oh,
So what that makes me do, because I don't want to be a bad person, is I just take no action. I
mm.
just then freeze.
Wait. So when because you don't want to look like a bad person, but you also want to be there for yourself, is that why you take no action?
Yeah,
Or,
right.
or,
That seems like the safest place. I'm with myself, and then I just
mhm,
like kind of like try to like ignore the thing outside
mhm,
that was like intruding on me. And then
uh-huh.
I'm just with myself. And then so from the outside, it just looks like I'm in a freeze state. I'm not doing anything. I'm just being here.
Oh, and can you help me understand what that space is like for you to be in that state?
Just realize it doesn't feel expansive.
Mm.
I feel
So you,
safer. I feel more like
yeah.
wrapped in around myself, wrapped into myself.
So you know what you want, but you can't find what you want. And the only option is what you don't want. So you decide not to make any decision because you are fighting for yourself and saying no to the things you don't want. And you get kind of stuck there. Did I understand you correctly?
Yeah.
But it feels like you even being stuck there is not making you feel good either.
Yeah. No.
So how does it feel to just stay there and only there for however long? What is it like to be there?
Feels kind of suffocating,
Mm.
like safe and suffocating.
Oh, so good and bad at the same time.
Yeah.
So then what happens? Do they equally grow eventually, or what happens?
Do they what?
Like, stay there as long as you want and try to see what happens with both feeling states, the one that feels safe and the one that is just not wanting to be there.
Suffocated.
The suffocation wins, like that becomes more dominant, are you saying?
Mm, no, they just keep flipping back and forth.
Oh, and equally grow. Mm. So, how does it feel to recognize these two parts basically becoming like dominant at one point and then the other one overwrites it and then just kind of going back and forth with each other?
I guess it just becomes a familiar pattern now.
Mm.
And one kind of gives relief to the next state. Like I'll feel safe, and then safe will get suffocating, and then
Mhm.
it becomes suffocation. And then, but then if I think about the pain of exposing myself, then that feels unsafe. So then I go back into myself and just feeling safe being stuck here.
I see. So it feels like a no win-win situation. Is just taking turns so that you can continue to stay stuck there.
Yeah, it just takes turns. One feeling from like getting feeling worse and worse to like, okay, now switch this so you get relief. But then
Mm.
that relief becomes now
I
too
see.
much. And then, yeah, it's like the thing that keeps it going.
Yeah, yeah. So
Through
it
that.
feels like that's how you
Mhm.
found your happy medium of like
Yeah,
being accepted in the external, but also being there for you. And then when that gets unbearable, being accepted. And then when that gets unbearable,
yeah, yeah.
so it really feels like a black or white all the time.
Yeah. Mhm.
And if that solution has worked, I'm wondering, like, are you satisfied with that way of living?
Oh, that just like made me shudder because I'm like,
Oh,
no, but at the same time, it feels like, how else can I live?
mm,
You know,
what's bothering you with this lifestyle now?
oh,
It worked, but it seems like it's
like it kind of
harder for you.
works, but it's like I'm not free.
Ah, so it did work going back and forth, but then now you're noticing that you're in the same spot
Mhm.
and you don't want to be in the same spot. What space would you like to be in?
Feeling expansive and clear,
Hmm,
free.
I see. So
Wonder why that's my need. And just feels like I can't fully when I'm in that pattern. Yeah.
yeah, um,
It's like tap tap hai.
yeah. Um,
Oh my God.
well, with the way you're living, going back and forth,
Yeah.
like having to, and then being there for yourself, having to, being there for yourself, like black and white.
Mhm.
And as you are living that lifestyle, you're also interacting with society too, right? And from your experience growing up, what was society's preference of it, or like your family's preference of it, or like other people's preference
Oh
of
yeah.
like these parts of within yourself? Like, did they favor any part
Um,
or?
oh yeah. Definitely favoring being a nice person always.
Mm.
Mhm.
So it kind of makes sense where you're going back and forth. And through that, you naturally were, if you say you're surrounded by like people who, wait, what did you say again?
Mhm.
Something about nice?
Yeah, everyone prefers like the nice person who just isn't too
And
particular and accepts.
so a nice person, are you saying that like a nice person to you is like, what is your definition of a nice person? Actually, I want to ask you.
Yeah. Isn't gonna oh, nice person is just someone who accepts everyone as they are and doesn't have negative feelings about anyone.
Hmm. So even if they're bothering you.
Yeah.
Hmm. So in life, you began to become more and more aware as you grew that being a nice person was like the thing to become then.
Mhm. Yeah.
And in your case of like going back and forth into these two parts, in society's perspective, which one would be the nicer part in their eyes?
Mm.
The one that keeps you safe or the one that doesn't?
Oh, the one that keeps me safe. Yeah. By like just, yeah, holding myself in, holding my irritation in.
I see. And Wait, so you're saying that when you keep yourself safe to hold it in to other people, that is looked upon as nice.
I guess so, yeah, because I'm not outwardly saying, hey, like,
Yeah,
I want this.
yeah. So then in some point in life, like, did you adopt that more or not? Or how did it play out? Because you did eventually get to a space of manifesting, what did you say? Like this expansive,
Yeah, right.
generous
Yeah.
state.
Mhm. Oh, I don't know. I'm just feeling that annoyance coming out about I just hate when things disturb my expansive state.
Mm. If that had a voice, what would it like to say?
Oh, it feels like it's like leave me alone, but also I'm at your mercy. It's almost like I hate that I'm at that of the outside world's mercy. Like
Mhm.
if they, it's kind of I'm just walking around life hoping that no one messes up my state of expansion.
Mm.
But I hate being like, oh no, great, someone knocks, so I have to like tend to them. I hate when that's out of my control and it like messes up my expansive state.
So it feels like you hate it when you have to be nice.
Yeah. And I feel like that's where I feel powerless because as long as I need to keep up that facade of nice, I have to respond. And then it's like
Mhm.
taking me outside of the state that I want to be in.
Mm.
So it's actually like, yeah, that feeling of powerlessness.
Yeah.
I have to.
So
I think that's where my pain is that I think what I need is like, again, like permission that I don't have to do anything or
yeah.
something.
Mhm. But I can also understand why that part would be scared to even project that and actually take that action step because it's so afraid of being labeled or judged as
Mm-hmm,
not nice.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it feels like it would be willing to do anything to show that you are being nice,
Mm-hmm.
even if it means you're going to have to suffer through it. But it's better to project that you are nice rather than being received as you are not nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So I think there's something about my own self acceptance of my not niceness.
Yeah, like not accepting yourself that you could possibly maybe even be not a nice person. Like it won't accept that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably wouldn't even want to touch it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That feels like that's what's been very disowned. Yeah.
Mm.
My not nice self.
Mhm. So how is your this anger and frustration, this trigger part about it? How is it trying to be your authentic friend in this moment?
My not
Would you like
nice,
to?
my not nice self.
Yeah. would you like to surrender to find out why it's feeling so like negative? If there's resistance, let me know. How are you feeling?
It's very hurt.
Mm,
Just does not like people.
how do you feel about the part of you that keeps projecting like it has to be nice?
It's like, don't fucking tell me to do something. Like, I do you know what happened to me
Mm,
for me to hate people this much?
yeah, completely understand how you're feeling.
Just
It
feels like
sucks.
nobody got me, you know. No
Yeah,
got me.
yeah.
So why do I even care
Mm,
to be nice?
yeah.
Like it's like telling a person with who has no money to like pay money.
Hmm.
It's like I don't have that. It's just a fact.
Yeah, yeah. I can see how in your eyes, the one that's like being nice all the time
Mhm.
is the one that's not nice. Where everyone accepts her as being nice and she gets the title of being nice. But it seems like you know the real dirt, which is she's actually not nice. You guys don't know the real her. Like, I feel like you're the one that can call her out. Like, you know everything. Because she's not being nice when she's doing something she doesn't want to. Like, you're telling her, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And she's ignoring you and doing it, which means she's being fake to herself and to the person whom she's doing it for. Is that how you feel? I know that's the impression I get where I feel like, oh yeah, I see why you're mad.
Mhm. Yeah. Stop asking me for something I don't have.
Yeah,
I just don't have it to give, and I wouldn't even give it, even if I had it, because I need it
yeah.
for me, for my
Hmm.
survival.
Yeah. And always having this part, having to feel like she always has it to give.
Mhm.
And I can see how you are trying to be you are actually nice. Even though it's painful for you, you're trying to get the truth out. You're actually on, I can also see that you're even on her side, ironically. You may not like her, but you're trying to tell her, dude, if you keep this up, you're not going to get what you want because I'm never going to be on board with you with that mindset or solution.
Mm. Well, I guess I'm just recognizing how much the part that doesn't want to be nice, how it seems like that was the one that was getting really all the that was the one getting shit on in a way. Like it wasn't getting.
The authentic one was getting shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't nice.
Hmm?
That was not nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was almost like that part of you that was the authentic one. The only way to get the other person's attention was to really like get upset and angry.
Mhm.
And now, but in everyone's external self will view that part as the mean one because it's getting upset and it's saying, no, I'm not going to do it.
Wow. Okay. So now it feels like, what can I do to be nice to this part of me?
I think that part is trying to tell you um, like you just be your authentic self. If you want to do it and you want to, then it's almost like even that part and the external part is in agreement. So no resistance. So it's going to feel fully satisfying to just do it. And basically, that would be a win win situation for you and to the other party because they get to receive the genuineness of it, and so do you together. But this, the authentic self is trying to tell the one that feels like it has to be nice, like, I know what you want. I want that too. I want to genuinely feel good because that feels satisfying. But you're not seeing that when you're forcing yourself to be there and to be that, it's not fully satisfying. So, like, if you actually say yes to something you don't want to, it's a lose-lose situation for yourself and the other party because the energy of that is, I don't want to, I don't want to, but I'm here.
Mm.
And so for the other person, it's like you're being a band-aid to the other person too, not letting her see her reality. You're also putting a band-aid on her reality or his reality or whosever reality it is that you're connected to. And let's say you say no, like, I'm not going to do it. Or yeah, like for some reason you say no and the other person gets upset, then basically, like, she's seeing her reality and you're seeing your reality too. And you both get to do what you want with that real reality. So, for instance, like, can you see that? Like, then when you're being authentic and you see the degree of this person coming at you negatively, then because they're so upset, it's like, is it worth being friends or having this connection with this person, this being, this partner, this, I don't know, friend or this family, whatever, whoever it may be? And the other person too, she gets to see the realness of when you say no. If she gets really upset that, oh my gosh, how could you say no to me? I don't like you. Or let's say it takes it to the extreme and the other party now decides, I don't want connection with you. Well, then it is the right reality to witness on both ends because you're in a vibration of going towards, yes, I want that experience. No, I don't want that experience. So if you're in that vibration of always being in the yes, I want that, or no, I don't want that, it's always in alignment with your yes and no's. That if this person has a problem with it, then they're not in alignment with you. So therefore they will naturally walk away because they can't handle this, like because it's triggering them. So you actually get to see the reality of the real alignment or the non-alignment, I guess, of this whole thing. How does it feel for you,
Feel
the
like,
one that's so used to? Yeah.
yeah,
How is this information sinking into the part that feels like it has to be nice? How is she soaking this information in?
she likes that she's having more of a her perspectives being more considered here.
Mm.
And I guess even with her, it's not totally black and white either.
Mm-hmm.
There's parts where it is also mixed with want to.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me, like, help me understand a little bit more? I think I got you, but you said it's mixed in with the want to, right?
Yeah, like it's not 100% like I just hate this and I don't want it here
Mm.
at all. It's like it's not all of that. So there's like sensitivity,
Mm-hmm.
but also as long as she's being prioritized, maybe she's wanting some kind of thing like she'll only be around for the want to, but as soon as something becomes have to that she needs to be able to be taken care of or like yeah,
Voice it out.
be
Mm-hmm.
voiced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. Because I agree with you 100% because it's not about going from black or white, one end to the
like
other
no,
end.
like not
Like
at
that.
all to yeah, all or nothing.
Yeah.
some kind
Yeah.
of just her needs being expressed.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mhm.
So like, let's say this person wants your connection, but you're not feeling it. It's not about just walking away. It's telling this person
Yeah.
with care, obviously,
Yeah.
and then work itself like that. And then maybe you could even change your mind, like, oh, actually, I want to now, or oh no, I don't want to, and then
Yeah.
work it out between the two parties or something.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay to even like if it has to take on that extreme case of like, well, I've told this person many times and then they keep doing it, then that it may feel like extreme where like, well, is this working out? No, it's not because the alignment's not there
Hmm.
because both parties are choosing different things and it's not a match.
Hmm.
But I, with what you said, is a great solution because you're actually using both. Like, kind of like in the flow of when it feels like a yes, and it's okay to change your mind to a no. Or if it's a no, it's okay to change your mind to a yes.
Yeah.
Just not forcing to stick to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It just seems like something fluid. The response is something fluid and not, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And sticking to it.
Yeah.
But I am
Right.
really curious though, what got you to feel like you have to stick it out all the way? Like there was no wiggle room in that.
Oh, because some things are just so bad that you have to
Mm,
be like finite or like final.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But that was for like extreme cases where that was necessary.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it's also
And it's not a
not
bad thing.
everything is like that though.
Yeah.
So you don't have to use that same, yeah, like clearing out on everything.
Yeah.
Use a different tool for, yeah, it's not all,
Yeah.
yeah, that intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
So maybe like a gentler tool.
Yeah.
Use a gentler tool for this. Yeah.
I see. So you're kind of living the past and you're bringing it into the present or something. Like
Uh-huh.
that's not what you're surrounded by today, but like that energy was still like
Mhm.
along with you for
Some
that.
things remind me of that more intense energy.
Yeah.
So it makes me want
Yeah.
to come out with like my big power tool. Like,
Yeah.
no, but then
Yeah.
seeing no, it has a glimmer of that, but it's not that, but it's still
Mhm.
something. Acknowledge its
Yeah.
significance that it is something that's connected to that more intense thing.
Right.
And like, um, it's also not about just cutting it out, but how you keep, yeah,
Sorry, excuse me.
letting it, you, how you meet it and work with it in yourself.
Yeah. So now I'm seeing like your adult perspective and your child's perspective, like you're both understanding each other.
Mhm.
Because it seems like the adult perspective, like, is in that space and is aware of that, but couldn't help why it felt so like you had to do it, even though logically you know, no, I don't need to.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's something. Hold on. Let me check
Yeah,
in. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, okay. I think it's just, again, just needing assurance. Like, you just are allowed to take your space and express that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Did you talk to your inner child?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, okay.
It's
And
like,
was she understanding?
yeah, she was just like, she was just kind of like, maybe kind of like worried, like, oh no, am I still gonna have to do things?
Mm,
And just letting her know, no, you don't have to. And
yeah,
um, I'm letting her know, okay, my adult self will take care of this for you if you just,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Like there's nothing you have to do, and I'll just keep listening to you and seeing, yeah,
Yeah,
what's,
yeah.
yeah, what's good.
So
Mhm.
how do you feel overall with all of this awareness now?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that feels like there's like some kind of knot you would like to look into, or does it feel complete for you?
Now something weird's happening in my body. Maybe is it the integration? But it's like
Yeah, I kind of sense that too. Like it's not
there's
quite
something,
done yet.
yeah, like,
Okay, I'm gonna turn like sit somewhere else so that I could get some lighting.
still like almost as if it's like you're still gonna give it away that you're not a good person if you don't give in to their demands. They're what they want.
Oh, like afraid that you're gonna be the like the have to good person.
And it's like,
Do you want to go into that fear? Fearing that it's gonna go back to that same
God,
experience.
so, oh my God, this is like gnarly.
Yeah. What would it mean for that part to become and go back to its own ways again. Feels like you have a hard time trusting that part.
Feels like I have to do this in like a really gentle, sensitive way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of sensitivities does it want? Like, how can I help with this part?
Okay, so it feels like I have to be really sensitive, like with engaging with the part that like what I project will be angry with me for not giving what it wants.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Um, I don't know why this is coming up. Do you just want to, like, you take on a part and I take on a part and just let it have a dialogue?
Okay,
Do you
okay,
think that would be better instead of having to take care of both at the same time?
okay. Uh-huh. So
Okay,
who do you,
what I want to ask you, what part are you feeling more right now?
the part that feels like I have to be careful to not
Mm.
disturb or offend the part that wants is like knocking on my door.
Okay, so the
You wanna
one
be,
that's very mindful and wants to be considerate and will
yeah,
bulldoze yourself.
uh-huh.
Okay.
And do you want to take the part that's knocking on my door, wanting,
Oh, okay. I was thinking the overpowering part
oh,
of
oh,
you, the overpowering part of you that's like, what are you doing? Like, like, why? Like, because basically, why what I'm feeling is your part is afraid that you're going to go back to that way again. It's not trusting that it's now going to be able to say no.
mhm,
So if I take on the part of you that is the no, like, I don't trust you because, oh, yeah, it is that part. It is the part that's knocking on the door because the one that's knocking on the door is basically the one that's like, um, oh, actually, never mind, never mind. Like, actually, we can go into that part too, the knocking on the door. I was just totally assuming that we could also go into the opposite part of you too. That's like, what are you doing? Okay, so I could take on that part too, the knocking on the door.
okay, mhm,
Okay.
yeah,
Wait, but that doesn't work because if you're taking on the part of the people pleaser and I'm the one that's knocking on the door, you're just going to cater towards me
yeah,
and I'm going to like it and ask for it
right.
more. So that doesn't work.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it would work if I am the one that's telling you, because I'm forcing that part of you that you're taking on
yeah,
as like, don't be that way, basically.
mhm. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, okay. Even just telling me that, don't be that way.
Yeah.
Don't be that way. Like, don't be so nice and now forget, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's afraid that you're going to backtrack,
Mhm.
right? It's
Yes.
that's how it was feeling, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. So this part that's not trusting after you've agreed that I don't want to do that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I, Sylvia, with my free will, take on a part of Kwonyin that doesn't trust this part of her and is afraid that the people pleasing, too considerate, too like the according to this part, the fake nice is gonna eventually not commit to changing her ways and go back to being that again. Yeah, I just want to say, you don't fool me. You don't fool me. You live that lifestyle all this time just to say right now that you're not going to do that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
So you think that I'm gonna just fold and be the pretend nice on the outside again?
I feel like you're gonna like try it out, but it's gonna be too difficult for you and you're gonna back out of it and say you can't and then kind of show this weakness that you can't and then gonna go back to your comfort, which is like always having to be there for other people when you don't want it.
Okay, I feel like you just found me out.
Oh, so I was right. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, God. Oh, why can't you be stronger?
Wow. I can't believe this was like way too easy. Like I'm kind of like shocked because I just assumed you'd be defensive about it, but now I feel like I can't be upset with you. Like I was like prepared to be upset with you.
Well, God, like, why am I this way? It feels so. Can you help me? Like, I feel like I don't know, what would I need your help
You
or
sound so lost. Like
oh, I feel so defeated.
even asking me, I feel like, so what should I be? Like, is this okay? Wait, should I be this
Yeah,
way? And it's just like,
I hate that about me too.
what? I'm not gonna give that to you. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what to be. I'm trying to tell you not to do that. And you're literally asking me, like, to pick out your outfit.
Oh my God.
It's really frustrating. Like, I didn't realize how intense it was until now.
Oh my God, you just made me aware of my blind spot. This like helplessness.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
just
I
feel
just
like you
can't
had a
help it, but I
shocking,
feel so helpless.
yeah, like some shocking revelation or something.
Oh God. It's like I am weak. I feel weak. I don't know how to defend myself or like advocate
I agree.
for what I need. Like I have no.
I'm really curious now. Like, it seems like you're really shocked to find this out about yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God, I'm like annoyed of myself now. I understand.
Wow.
I understand you now being annoyed of me because I'm annoyed of me too.
I'm curious, like, how did you get to that point?
I don't even
Like,
know. I think just the moment we just started talking, I just saw myself.
oh,
God, I'm so annoyed of myself. Why can't I just like be clear with what I want or don't want? Like I'm frustrated with myself too.
well, I can hold space for you to discover more about you. Like, how is it making you feel to know you've been this weak and that you don't know
Oh,
anything about you? It feels like you don't know
oh,
anything about you
oh my God.
because you've just been listening to everybody else saying, you
Yeah.
should do this, you should do that, wear this, don't go there, yes, go there.
Oh my God, it hurts so bad to be this fucking powerless and helpless. And just like,
Yeah.
I'm like attached to everyone else's whims, you know?
Yeah.
God, it's making me so feel so, oh God,
God, like I'm not
God,
even mad at you anymore. I feel so sorry because I really believe that
God.
you're genuine.
It feels so, oh God. I'm like, how do I get my, oh my God. I see how annoying it is.
Just feel it. It's okay. I'm here for you now
Oh, how did I get this helpless? I don't know. I'm so helpless.
because you felt like you had no choice.
I have no, oh my God, this is the no choice place.
Yep. You were blinded thinking
Ah!
that you had no choice.
Yeah.
But it makes sense how you really believe that because if you did, you wouldn't get connection.
Oh,
And you need that connection for survival.
God. Like something's like, just like, oh, stuck.
Oh,
Right. I had to be helpless to have connection or something. I think that's what it is.
yeah. Oh, I feel like you're making me feel better now. Like
Oh,
I like misunderstood you for sure because I thought like,
oh, stop touching me. Oh, it's so frustrating. So frustrating.
man, that must have hurt because I can feel the pain and it hurts to hear you out. I could have just only imagined what it's like for you.
I just saw like an image of like, I just want to get like, I'm so frustrated also with this part of me that's like just not making a decision or like not being clear, not knowing.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
it's like so frustrating that like I just want to like, I like see like a baseball bat just like being like hitting this part to like
Whoa.
wake up.
Are you wanting to self-hate?
I guess so. But really just to like, it's like some kind of like wanting to do something severe to like wake this part up,
Oh,
to be like, hello, are you feeling something? Is this painful to you? Yes or no? Do you want this to stop? Yes or no? But like you have to decide that and like own it. But the issue is that you're not doing anything right now. So things
okay.
happening to you.
I think you got this. I'm going to release it because I feel like you're in both parts now.
Okay.
Okay, I Sylvia release myself from this part and get back to court. Yeah, like I think it was like stuffed inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's now released to have a say in all this.
Mhm.
And it feels like to you, the only way it'll really understand how you're feeling is to feel the pain.
Mhm.
How would you like to express this pain? To describe to this part how much pain there is or was from living this way.
Yes. Okay, something about I just feel like I'm just like nobody or something.
Mm. I can see how you can feel that way. And that's really painful. Like recognizing all this time you didn't know yourself when you thought you did.
I didn't even know that I existed.
Mm. Wow. I see that you're really seeing your reality now. And the illusion that you did live in.
I feel like I was just never it was just always assumed that I don't know and I'm dumb.
Mm.
And yeah, it's like I'm zero and you're something. So it's like when you just draw on paper, like I'm just paper, like not I'm just blank. And you're the one
Yeah,
with the color and the substance. You're real and I'm not.
yeah. Whoa.
Right? Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like you're real, but I'm not. Because I'm
Yeah.
like I'm just nothing.
So having to live like you're nothing.
Yeah. It's so weird to even like recognize that I
Yeah.
was even something for me to be acknowledged. Like that feels so new to me.
Wow. Whoa. Oh, I can feel that pain.
Oh, like, oh, I'm something.
Yeah. Yeah. Finally being seen. Do you also understand why you have to live that way? Do you see that?
Why?
Yeah.
No, I don't know why. It's just how it was.
Because it was your safety during that time to keep you safe from surviving.
Oh,
If you accepted to just be yourself, you wouldn't have been accepted or had the connection
yeah.
was like the repeated, like, I don't know, that was like somewhere you got validation and confirmation that that would happen.
Mm.
Like, for instance, like if your mom would get mad at you or your dad would get mad at you, it's like you, I mean, knowing you kind of have to give into their ways at some point.
Mm.
And that when you gave in and met their needs, it's almost like the thing that you didn't want to be in kind of died down. So I can see why to you it was a positive thing to do that. And it feels like somewhere along the line, you growing up, you kind of got lost in that belief of like that's the only solution.
To stay invisible.
Yeah, and just cater towards the other person because that will keep the peace.
Yes, it's to keep the peace.
Yeah. And that was a positive thing for you. And because it worked, you just kept using that same solution over and over again.
Yeah.
Where it naturally led into you becoming like you have to all the time and do that all the time so that the peace could be kept. It was even worth it to lose yourself so that you could keep this peace. But you just found out the reality of it was you didn't keep the peace for yourself. Or really kind of like it was just to, I don't know, like keep the peace in that moment. I don't know why. Like your peace and how you wanted peace. There was no space for that.
I feel like I also had to believe that I don't exist and I don't matter for that to keep happening. I had to like be in
Oh,
agreement with that.
oh, oh,
Now
oh.
I'm realizing because I'm finally being allowed to be human and real
Yeah.
because I'm being seen and talked to as if I matter. Just realize I don't. Yeah, that belief is obsolete.
I had no idea you felt that way. That's really painful. How could they not have seen you?
Yeah.
But to what degree did they validate people validated to you of like, you're not smart, you're nothing, be invisible. Like, to what degree did you experience that over and over again for you to really believe that about yourself?
It's kind of like they saw me that way and treated me like that, and then I believed them, and then I also behaved like that was true too,
Well,
by not saying anything and nodding.
so so then people got used to thinking that was the real you then, huh?
Yeah. Mhm.
And just kind of left it at that, like, oh, that's Kwonyin, so they probably didn't even see anything wrong with you
Yeah.
or you not liking it or something.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. There never was space for that. Space available.
You're so, so hidden.
Wow. Feels so strange to be seen now.
Mm. It's okay to be gentle with this new reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about like taking the path of being seen? Does that feel good to you? Like, is that what you want?
Yeah. I think it's just, it doesn't feel like I have to do anything because I just am.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah,
all I have to do is just know that I exist now.
it like reminds me of like an innocent kid who did nothing wrong but lived in like this really harsh punishment most of like your life, like tucked away, hidden away. I'm so, so happy this part gets to be with like had this awakening and like is now a part of the other parts of you.
Mhm.
Does this part want or need any type of voice to voice out what it wants or in the future, or if it needs any type of closure?
Mm. Just see, it's almost like this other self that's just like, now it's kind of like because she also exists in this space, I'm not going to be like running through her or running into her.
Mm,
I'll be like, oh, you're here. And like,
mm,
yeah.
yeah.
And
So
even if
then,
someone else there, it's like, oh, yeah, oh, here. It's like, it's kind of like you have this like another person in the room with you that is like there, you
yeah,
know? You're not gonna,
yeah,
you're gonna introduce them.
yeah. So to be
Just
seen
pretend
now.
they don't exist. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I think it's just that. It's not even asking for like special treatment or anything. It's just like, no, I just want to be known that I just exist.
Yeah.
I don't need you to even like celebrate me or whatever. It's just like, just treat me like I'm a human. Like I'm,
Wow.
yeah, that I'm
Oh,
just
that's
here.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. Just I'm I'm visible now. So let's just live life. Dang. Dang, she was so ready. How do you feel? I guess, do you want to get back into your neutral self or are you
Kind of,
neutral now?
yeah. I'll just, so I'm having this vision of my neutral self hugging that formerly invisible self and just
Yeah.
I'm just telling her like, I know you're real because now I feel you.
Awesome.
Just like feeling her solidness, her skin and body.
Yeah. Take all the time you need.
Yeah.
Wow. Now that feels complete. Dang.
Wow. Wow. Again. No. Wow.
I totally felt that part of you. Dude, it was, yeah, it felt so deserted.
Wow. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just amazed that like she got discovered. Yeah. And so like glad you like recognized like something was off. I was feeling it. I was like, something's not fully integrated. Yeah. Dang.
Wow. Okay.
So does everything make sense to you now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nice job.